language of connecting. I think it's the language of love because it's the language of human connection. Ginger here, human connection expert. Our action is fueled, powered by our language. And our language starts up here in our mindset. You know that thing? That little gray ball of matter that drives everything? Yeah, that thing. That drives our language. Today I want to share with you 3 key language lessons that I teach when I'm brought in for training and development with great teams and leaders. Number 1, the language of connecting is always and, never but. Ooh, you've already got one that you sit on. Don't use that in your language. Use and. And is connective tissue. It's magic. I learned years ago from Jack Anderson with Ace Corporation when I was in my hardware days. Ginger, replace and for your but. Like, oh, I didn't think I did it that much to begin with. And I realized I didn't need to use but hardly ever, maybe never. Replace but with and. You will change your world. You will definitely lead better. People will respond better. You'll respond better because and is a choice. And is additive and is constructive. Number 2, get rid of can and can't. They're choice words. With props to Dan Pink, multiple best-selling author of so many books. To Sell is Human is one of them. Drive is another one. Dan teaches, like, look, when you use can and can't, you're making the choice. Here's the better words to use. Use will and won't, do and don't. Those indicate that you've taken ownership of your choice. Can and can't feels like a cop-out. Nobody wants that. Like, really, Ginger? You can't? Really? You can't join me for lunch? You won't. You don't wanna. All kinds of stuff in there. So instead of can and can't, use will and won't, do and don't. That's the language of leadership. Number 3, for the language of human connection, for leadership especially, is get rid of the following phrase. Are you ready? This one I want you to get rid of. I want you to kill it, throw it out, never bring it in again. And that phrase is no problem. No problem? Hang on. Who said there was a problem? Houston, is there a problem?
Houston, we have a problem.
When we use the phrase no problem, it's more than simple, common, quite frankly, lazy verbal filler. It's sending the wrong message. Anytime we start with a no, a negative, we're setting people up to think, oh, something bad is coming. No problem. This is not a good phrase. Expunge that. Instead, I bet you could come up with a bunch. In rooms where I've taught workshops, I challenge people, look, you're not allowed to use no problem anymore. Yes, I do that. You're not allowed to use it. What could you use instead? Oh, so many ideas. My pleasure. Of course. Absolutely. How about it? Let's try this. What if that? There are so many options. Don't use no problem. No problem is language of non-leadership and it's not going anywhere. So there are 3 really great ways, great tools, great ways of thinking about your language. And versus but, can and can't, will and won't, do and don't, and getting rid of no problem. It's been my pleasure to serve today. If you like this video, please subscribe. We'd love you to come back for more because there's a lot more coming. There's already a lot here, so go ahead and dig around and find something else that's useful. Share this forward with a colleague, friend, valued partner, client, vendor, whoever that may be, because language matters for all of us. Language connects us. And remember that life is powered by connection.